Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of It Can Still Happen podcast. By myself, Will had to go out and work, man. He finally back at work, so good for him. So I'm here by myself. It's really awkward to do this by myself, but I'm going to give it a shot. We are here for the Last Dance documentary. This is review of episode 3 and 4 that just aired. I don't have a watch on. Just aired 10 minutes ago. I'm here in the studio. I'm ready to record, give you guys my brief thoughts on this, because me and Will hopefully going to do a full wrap up on it. So, episode 3 and 4, man. First off, let me say this. Again, kudos to ESPN for the way they are producing this documentary. I don't know if they put this together completely on their own. I know the film crew and the production crew that got all this footage came from somewhere else. But kudos to them to how they're doing this. I am glued to the timeline. They are supposed to be primarily talking about the 1997-98 Bulls team, but they're giving us the backstory on everything and everybody, and I freaking love it. Like, I'm a huge fan of just sports in general, but I'm loving the backstory. Like, I love to learn where people came from and where they are now. Like, how does that match up to their story? Like, Phil Jackson is a successful coach. Michael Jackson is a successful player. Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen. Like, I want to know how they got there, man, so it can help me in my real lifetime. So I love seeing this backstory of what's going on in this documentary, man. I freaking love this documentary. They are doing a phenomenal job. Again, I say a phenomenal job. So kudos to ESPN. Like, I literally have, if I had it, I would. I have no hate for the way that they're producing this documentary. None whatsoever. I think they are giving us everything that we need to see, or at least for me, they're giving me everything I want to see. Like, I don't want to necessarily just see about Michael Jordan. I want to see everybody backstory, because they all played an integral part of them winning the championship, man. So I freaking love it, man. I freaking love it. Hopefully you guys love it. Please leave a comment down below in the comment section. We got a big audience here the last go round. So you guys, if you're here again, please hit the subscribe button. Stick around, because we're going to be here every single week. And we're going to continue to bring you great sports entertainment on this It Can Still Happen podcast. So thank you guys. My first thoughts, man, right off the bat. I love Dennis Rodman. He is like my favorite character in this show. Like, I love Mike, I love Scottie. I like their backstory. I like who they are, how dominant they are. But I love Dennis Rodman. I love him from this documentary, but I loved him before this. And the reason why I love Dennis Rodman is because he's eccentric, he's different, and he's also just himself. He do whatever he want to do, and if you don't accept me, fine. If you don't accept me, fine. I don't care. I'm going to continue to do me. I'm going to do what I want to do. And him being himself, truly himself, authentic, and doing whatever he want to do without judgment and without without worrying about judgment or backlash from other people. And he was still able to be very successful in the media, in the world in general, just had to accept them. Like, I think that's super dope, is that if you operate at the highest level of yourself and you do things your way and you work hard and you dominate, people have to accept you. Like, people have to recognize and accept greatness. No matter how bizarre or different it is from their world, you cannot deny greatness. Greatness is undeniable. And Dennis Rodman was one of the hardest working players on the team, as far as like on the court. When he was there, he wanted to play. He was giving you everything. Lockdown defender. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Lockdown defender. Freaking dominant rebounder. Like, and he was just doing it with the wildest hairstyles. Earrings, tattoos, piercings. Like, he was just gritty and grimy, man. And I freaking loved it. When he was on the Detroit Pistons, he was just this bad boy, grimy, pushing people around, trying to hurt people, getting them out of here, bullying people in Detroit. And then he went to the Bulls and was like, bro, I'm going to keep being myself, bro. I'm going to do me. I'm going to be myself. And I'm going to just stay real, bro. If I want to have tattoos and piercings and blue hair, gold hair, blonde hair, pink hair, date this girl, date that girl, do this drugs, I'm going to do it, man. And I thought that was super dope. And I also thought Phil was out of his freaking mind for letting Dennis go on a vacation to Vegas in the middle of the season. And Jordan was like, He not coming back, man. He not coming back. And Dennis is out there partying, drinking with Carmen Electric. Like, my man was wilding out. But I love to see that type of stuff, man. I absolutely love seeing that type of stuff. Man, shout out to Dennis Rodman, man. Shout out to you, bro, because you are like the best. You're one of those people that watch basketball and love basketball should study you more than they study Michael Jordan, because they can never become a Michael Jordan, but they can 100% become a Dennis Rodman, because it's about work ethic and it's about knowledge of the game. Love it. Thank you so much. Then I thought something that was very interesting is the difference between Doug Collins and Phil Jackson for Michael Jordan. Those two coaches actually allowed Michael Jordan to become the greatest of all time. And I'm going to explain why it's those two coaches, and those two coaches play a major part. Not him, Jordan, obviously he had a big role in that, but those two coaches allowed Jordan to become the greatest of all time. And the reason why is because Doug Collins allowed Jordan to be a phenomenal player and a phenomenal scorer. Like, he allowed Jordan to be a phenomenal one-on-one dominant basketball player. Phil Jackson allowed him to be a great player, a great teammate, a great winner. So Doug Collins allowed Jordan to get all the individual accolades, the goals, the records, and Phil Jackson helped him get all the championships. And when you merge them together, it's like Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Like, when you merge the stats with the championships, it makes your legacy undeniable, and it makes it very hard to debate. So those two coaches played a huge role in Michael Jordan, like the two careers that he basically had, where it was like solo Mike, I'm getting buckets, I'm the league leader in scoring, I'm the MVP, everything, versus I'm a championship winner. I'm a winner of championships, period, point blank. I thought MJ did a phenomenal job, even making that transition and sticking with Phil. He knew and stood. Like, he was reluctant of the triangle offense, but he understood that Phil was the reason why he was winning championships. And he was only going to play with Phil, man. As much as he loved Doug Collins, and after he, gave in to the triangle offense, which, great triangle offense. I had no idea Phil got it for somebody else. Great triangle offense. I just thought, man, Jordan learned how to win from Phil Jackson. Straight up. Doug Collins is going to allow Jordan to be great. Phil taught Michael how to be a better teammate and taught Michael how to win. And I thought that was very, very cool. And then the last thing that I really wanted to touch on is the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons created a monster, bruh. Mike was going to keep losing, but they was bullying my man. And that's what I love about Mike, bruh. Sometimes you can just see yourself in him. He faced adversity. He was getting beat up. Like, life really be beating you up. Just like the Detroit Pistons. And life beat Michael Jordan up. The Pistons beat Michael Jordan up for 3 years in a row. And he said, I had enough of it. I'm tired of this. Started lifting the weights. Started training hard through the summertime. And the Detroit Pistons made the biggest mistake of their career by continuing to bully him, beat up on him, the Jordan rule and all that stuff. They created a monster, man. The Detroit Pistons inadvertently created a monster out of Michael Jordan. So shout out to the Detroit Pistons for making Michael Jordan. Shout out to them three people. Doug Collins, Phil Jackson, and the Detroit Pistons for making Michael Jordan the greatest basketball player of all time and giving us tons of inspiration, shoes, and legacy in this documentary. Shout out to you guys for making that happen, man. And then also, of course, shout out to Michael Jordan for being just a freaking beast, man, and a role model for us all. That was just my quick review. Hopefully we'll be back later on this week with Will, and we can get a full detailed review of me and him going back and forth. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'm out. Woo!